So this is my Thunder Dragon deck. This is after the kind of like nerf, I guess big nerf, of Thunder Dragondark to 3, hitting Gold Sarcophagus to 3, and then Light Brigade is also at 3. So the Thunder Dragons are kind of hard to use, but luckily I was able to pull a Levianeer from the selection box, glossy one, and it actually helps a lot with Lightsworn and Thunder Dragon. So we got 1 Levianeer, 3 Dragonhawk, and by the way, see you later with Makuba is what makes the Levianeer so strong, because you can special summon him, pop 2 cards, return him to the hand, summon him again if you have enough in your graveyard, and attack with him. So the 3 Dragonhawk, 1 Dark, because that's just how it's going to work with the ban list, 2 Duos, 3 Dragonroars, 2 Raiden, because I only have 2. If you have 3, then go for it. 1 Ryko to replace the Raiden. It's not a good alternative at all, it's just an extra Lightsworn. 2 Kiteroid, and then 3 Lumina to get Raiden back. 2 Charge of Light Brigade, because Dark is also a 3 of, and then so you only can run 2 of them. And that is it. Extra deck is just pretty much whatever. You're gonna pretty much only want Every and maybe Black Rose Dragon, maybe Sam Destroyer. It's just nice to have them just in case you need them. But that's pretty much the gist of the deck. You summon Lumina, throw a card in the graveyard. You know how it works with Lightsworns. Get your Raidens, Synchro Summon, or just use Roar, Hawk, and Duo to get cards in the graveyard and special summon themselves and each other, and then use Levianeer to go in, pop 2 cards, return to the hand, come back. Not that hard. There's a lot of replays I'm going to do, and then on a different video, a separate video, I'm going to show this actually the exact same deck, but ran in a Duel Links tournament. Team APS ran a Duel Links tournament not too long ago as I'm recording this, and I participated in it with this deck, but I don't want to add it with this because this is replays from, I believe it's from the KCGT, the Kaiba Cup Grand Tournament. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the replays.
It's time to do.
So this does end up being in the KCGT. So this, I think all these replays are from the KCGT. I could be wrong. So I'm gonna start with Charge of Light Brigade. Mill 3 cards. One's a Levianeer, and I pull out a Ryko because I already have Lumina and Raiden in my hand. I don't need another one of them. Send Dark to get another Lumina because I don't have Raiden in the grave. I don't know why I didn't send Raiden to get Raiden, but whatever. Hawk will special summon Roar. Roar gets negated by Zane's face down. Lumina uses her effect in the end phase. Lumina uses her other Lumina uses her effect in the end phase. He summons Cyber Dragon Veer. I call it Veer. I know it's not pronounced like that, but that's what I like to say. So I use Lumina properly to get Raiden. He uses Cybernetic Overflow. This is, of course, before the ban list. Since this was the KCGT, he can run 3 of them in his deck. I special summon Duo, activate Hawk's effect, return Ryko from my hand to my deck, and then I get him again. So I set him. I activate See You Later on Lumina so I can keep her for next turn if something bad happens. I don't attack because I don't want to activate his skill. I get top of the deck with my Duo so I can top deck my Levianeer. It's not top decking because I chose it to be there, but still. So I can pop his back 2 cards. It is Overload Fusion and something I'm not going to check right now. He summons Core. I didn't attack again for the fact that I already activated See You Later, which was a mistake, I guess. And then I didn't want to attack with Duo because then he could activate his skill. So I flip over Ryko. I can mill 3 cards, pop his Core, attack into an Overflow. Plus the second Overflow, he destroys my Levianeer. I don't want to attack again because I don't want to give him his ability to summon all the Cyber Dragons. He summons a normal Cyber Dragon, destroys Ryko. Got 1500 left. Duo sends a card to the top of the deck. If I can keep doing that, then I cannot deck out, luckily. So I special summon, then I use Duo's effect, and use Roar in my hand to get Hawk. Then I summon Lumina, attack with Duo for 1000, send Levianeer to the banish pile, draw my last Duo, attack with Roar, attack with Lumina, and that's lethal. So that was the first game against Cyber Dragons, an OTK deck. Next up is Carly Darksigner, Carly Carmine. I get to level up, dual level up if I win this. I believe I made it to the level 23 with this deck. I cannot make it to 24, 25. So I use Charge Light Brigade to mill and search for one of my cards. I summon Lumina. I can discard Lumina to get Raiden, who's already been milled. Raiden can use his effect, throw 2 more cards in there, one to Levianeer. I Synchro Summon for Samurai Destroyer, just in case whatever that face down is, it will be negated. I then special summon Duo, attack into the Shiranui. Can activate his effect if he did have one, and hit 2800. So with Spectral Sword in the graveyard, she summons Spirit Master and activates Ghost Meets Girl with the Mayakashi, I guess, build in with the Shiranui. He gets 2 Spectrals on the field. He can Synchro Summon. Is that a Spectral Sword? Am I saying that wrong? Anyways, he can Synchro Summon into one of his Shiranui monsters. So it's Squire Saga, the level 7, I believe. And then he can use the other one to get into Sun Saga, the level 10. Sun Saga is annoying to get over and pops my Duo and attacks Sand Destroyer, doing 900 damage to me. So I have Duo. I can special summon from the hand by sending Roar and another monster. I have 1 light, 1 dark. Roar will activate and special summon Dragonhawk from my deck. Then I can set Ryko and Dragonhawk will return to my hand, and I can use his effect next turn, which was the idea with that. He summons Solitaire, sacrifices for another Synchro, attacks into my Duo. I lose 700 more. I flip over Ryko to mill 3 and try to pop his Sun Saga, which was a mistake. He special summons a monster. I activate a card in my graveyard. I get Duo, special summon him, use Hawk, Hawk returns Hawk, and Raiden. So I can search for 2 no cards. I get Kiteroid and another Hawk. I see you later, the Ryko, so I don't get hit for 3300 and lose. I attack into Spectral Sword. He sends Spirit Master into the graveyard, or into the banish pile with Sun Saga's effect, and pops me. Attacks into my face down Kiteroid. I set it hoping he would think it was the Ryko again, but he still attacked into it. Special summon Dragonduo, attack into his tuner, send Duo to the banish pile, and pull out another Thunder Dragon. He Synchro summons for another Synchro monster with Spectral Sword to make a Samurai Saga. Attacks into Duo for 700, attacks into me, but I can Kiteroid this. I use Kiteroid in the graveyard, which is lucky of me. Pull my last card, it's a Kiteroid. I use Dragonhawk's effect to special summon Duo. I attack into his other monster. He uses Sun Saga's effect to protect himself and summons a monster on the field. It is now his turn. I have no cards left on the deck, so I will deck out next turn. I use Dragonduo in his end phase to send Levianeer from the banish pile to my hand. I can now special summon Levianeer from my hand. That's the last card I could have drawn. Banish 3, use Hawk. I can send a card from my deck to my deck, or from my hand to my deck to search for my deck. Don't know why I did that, just for fun, I guess. Pop a back row. Try to pop one of his cards. Doesn't work. Send Spectral Sword back to his hand. I attack into his 1500. And so you're gonna see here that was a time limit win. I'm gonna show you what I had to go through in order for that win, because I was gonna have lethal on him. Here is me sitting lethal for more than 30 seconds, but I started recording. Here we go. So I started recording. This is my attack. So I have entered my battle phase to attack his monster that you just saw me get my victory from. It would have been lethal with Duo attacking his only non-synchro monster. I'm just sitting, like, this is not frozen. This is me sitting here waiting. I declared my attack. He activated his effect to protect him, but he would, and his life points go down to 0. You can see that there. Carly Carmine's got 0 attack. I cannot do anything. He literally timed out because he was so salty. My battery went down to 20%. He was so salty that I beat him that he just timed out thinking that I would stop. I actually almost did stop, but I thought there was something wrong and I would have to quit. So after dealing with the annoying Shiranui player who timed out because he couldn't take the loss, even though I had no cards left in my deck, I get to go with 3 Dragonhawk in my opening hand against an Aroma player. So that also sucks. Oh, the one problem with Thunder Dragon is that you can brick really bad with them if you are just running pure Thunder Dragon. So actually running Lightsworn is nice because I can have, I could have opened with Lumina or Raiden, and I luckily opened with Charge, so I could mill a bunch of cards. But opening with 3 Hawk is something that happens a lot more often than I thought it would, and it's really annoying. So anyways, I attack into it. I know how Aromages work, and I'm just going to attack anyways, because I don't want it to just be a giant stall game. I just want to... Thunder Dragon is kind of it's not really a stall deck, but it takes a while to get going. And mixed with the stall deck, it turns into a giant stall fest. So I just was going, I'm going to attack whatever. I don't care. She can gain 1,000 life points, whatever. So I got Aroma Gardening going. Kananga's on the field, lowering my attack. Dried Winds is going to be able to pop some of my cards. There goes Raiden. Got 10 cards in the graveyard. I got attacked. I Kiteroid it because I don't want to lose 19 at the time. Got 2 Hawks still from my opening hand. You know it's like what, turn 4, it doesn't matter. I use Hawk to summon Roar, I use Roar to send Roar to get Duo. Then I can summon Duo by getting rid of Dark and Hawk from my graveyard to banish. Dark will activate and let me search for a second Duo, just because Duo is a good card. I attack into Kananga, my attack comes back to normal, she gains 1,000 life points, and if I pop one of my cards, she pops Roar, but I don't care, I got Hawk in my hand, and Duo activates in her end phase to send a banish pile to the bottom of my deck, just so I don't deck out. I rip into a Lumina, use Lumina to get Raiden by sending Hawk. Synchro summon both of them for Black Rose Dragon to destroy every card I want on the field, because they're annoying. She used Blessed Winds to try to get around all her cards being destroyed. I don't know why she thought that was going to work. Special summon Duo, use Hawk in and use Roar in the banish pile effect from Duo to special summon a Hawk for next turn, and I return Kiteroid to see if I can get another card. It's a Ryko. Attack to 28, return Hawk to my hand so I can use his effect next turn. She luckily has an Aroma Garden, well luckily for her has an Aroma Garden and a Kananga. She gains life points, I lower my attack, and normally that would make a difference, but with Thunder Dragons they're stronger than Aromages are. So I rip into a Levianeer, which is awesome. I get to special summon that. Use Hawk's effect because I don't want a Ryko, and then use Roar's effect, so just for fun. Who cares? Special summon a Hawk. I can return Ryko and return Hawk. See what I get. Just gamble on that because I pretty much know I'm going to win. I pop her 2 cards. Use See You Later on Levianeer to return it to my hand. Special summon it again with some whatever cards I have left in my graveyard. Doesn't matter. I know I'm going to win it this turn. Attack for 3k, attack for 28k, and that's game against Aromages. Next up, we got Vermillion Pegasus, and I get to go first, but Thunder Dragons is definitely going second deck. You're going to want to go second with this, so going first is kind of annoying. Luckily, I get Charge, because I only run 2 of them in a 20-card deck. It's hard to open with. Use Charge, mill a Lumina, pull a Lumina, so I can use Lumina's effect to send Raiden and then get Raiden. It wouldn't have worked if I didn't have a Lumina in the graveyard already. Use Raiden's effect, and then Synchro Summon for Fortune Lady Every in defense mode, because who knows what could happen. I will use Roar's effect to get a Hawk into my hand and end my turn for now. Don't want to do anything else on the first turn. Setting up Every with going first is probably the best turn 1 you can do without like really risking it, not knowing what they have. And luckily I didn't risk it too much because he's got a Magician's Rod, gets a Circle, sets 2 cards, probably Navigation. Use Every's effect to banish the Rod. I can use Hawk, and Hawk will summon Dragonroar. He Treacherous my Every and my Dragonroar, which is annoying. So I use Roar's effect in the grave to Dark, and I can special tribute summon with Dark to get Hawk, and then Dark in the graveyard will search for Duo. Then I can use Duo to banish Levianeer and Hawk, and attack directly for 28, and attack directly for 18 because he didn't have the navigation, or he maybe did have a navigation set, but he didn't have a Dark Magician in his hand. So I guess you can win against Dark Magicians if you go second, right? That's the whole gimmick of them. If they don't go first. So I've gone against Shiranui, gone against Dark Magician, 2 main like meta decks that you see a lot. Gotten against Cyber Dragons. So now what are we gonna go against? Well, also we went against Aromages, but that doesn't really count because they're common, but they're not that common. So we got 6 Samurai, if anybody remembers those from a year ago when they were they're up at the top. So luckily he's got Shien, not luckily he's got Shien, but luckily this deck doesn't use that many magic or trap cards. So I get to use Lumina, send Kiteroid to get Raiden. He dual wields, returns Lumina and Raiden to my hand. So that sucks. I can't use Charge, he'll negate it. Luckily I had Kiteroid. He 6 Sam unites, gets another 6 Samurai in the field. He uses United to search for a card he tied that binds. Attacks me for 700, I take that because I don't care. And for the 27, which would be lethal, I have 2 Kiteroids, I send one to the banish pile. I can again use Lumina, now that he's got 2 6M on the field, he can't dual wield me. So I'm able to Synchro Summon for Samurai Destroyer because of the irony of the name, Samurai Destroyer attacking 6 Samurai. I had to, I couldn't just use Every, I just you know, something inside you just tells you to do it, so you do it. Usually when that happens to me, I lose, but this time, clearly, I'm not going to show me losing in a deck replay video, right? A deck profile. He used that binds, attacks with a Samurai Destroyer. I lose 100 life points. He attacks for 700. I take that again because I don't want to waste my Kiteroids on just 700. I use Dragonroar's effect to get Duo into my hand from the graveyard, and then I can special summon it. But I first will use Lumina, send a card, get Raiden, I send the magic card because I can't use it. I mean, a spell card because I can't use it. I summon Every because Every would have been the best option, but I wanted to be funny with Samurai Destroyer. I get to special summon Duo, have Hawk in my hand, attacking the Shien. Shien will protect itself, I attack the Shien, and I get dual wielded, which I didn't think about. Even though earlier I said that I can prevent it because there's 2 of them on the field. Did think about it. He attacks into me for 2600. I can protect myself with Kiteroid again, luckily. And I can send out Duo. I got 2 Duos, look at that. So I use Hawk's effect to get Dark. Then I special summon Duo. And use Dragonroar to special summon Hawk, attack into his Shien, return Hawk to my hand. And I still have Dark on the field. He ends his turn by setting a card. I use Duo to bring a Kiteroid back to the top of my deck, just in case. Then I use Lumina and Roar to special summon Duo, attack into his Fuma. Fuma will then activate its effect and special summon a 6-1 from the deck. I'll attack into that one, and then attack into him with 1600 with Dark. He's got 700 life points left. I was losing like 2 turns ago. I return Kiteroid to the top of my deck again, and send, I didn't even catch that Hawk to the bottom. Attack into a Canadia. Canadia will take down my Duo, so I attack into him directly for 2800, and that's 6 Samurai, and that's one of the reasons they're not meta anymore, because not every deck relies on magic and spell and trap cards. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be a second Thunder Dragon video with the exact same deck coming out in the future sometime. That has to do specifically with tournament play instead of just the KCGT, which is kind of like a tournament, but it was just round 1, so it doesn't really matter. This was an actual scheduled tournament that I'm going to be showcasing this deck, so stick around for that. Peace out.